Hello everyone, this is Anissa Ginja art channel and I'm recording this video from Rome, from Italy, where I live right now. And today we are going to talk about my second emotional project, which is I'm With You, My Dear Me, which I created I think pretty quickly, I think in a month. It didn't take a lot of time despite the fact that I had the full-time job. And today I'm going to talk about this project, this story behind art. And I'm going to share with you what I felt while I was making this project, why I created it, and how my pipeline was changing while I was making it. But before I start the story, remember to subscribe to the channel, to like this video, and to share this video on your social network. My channel is very small right now, and with your help I can share what I know, what I feel, what I think about 3D in general with more people, and I hope it's going to be useful for everyone who is watching this video. At least I hope that's going to be pretty inspiring. I never planned to create this project because as I told before, I really don't like creating emotional projects because they require too much energy, too much inner resources, but sometimes you just feel this way that you don't know how to express your emotions in the safest way, and I found that the safest way to speak to the world is to create art, because you can speak without words. And this project was my second one. The first was my inner peace. The video about this inner peace project you can already find on my channel. And today I'm going to talk, as I said already many times, we're going to talk about this I'm With You, My Dear Me. And the story behind this project, the sense behind this project is that before running to save the world, think about saving yourself, because we can't save anything, we can't contribute to anything before we save ourselves. We often hear from the flight assistants when we are on a plane that in the case of emergency, put the mask first of all on you and then on a child. And this is saying what I feel we should do in our lives. So first of all, take care about yourself. Remember that you can help others only when you have already helped yourself. So very often, I think that according to my mind, very often we forget about ourselves, about this inner child which is inside of you. We forget to hug him, to give him all the love which can. We forget that the love of our life is we ourselves, me myself, not everything around. The more we forget about this, the more difficult life becomes and the more miserable we feel. So I personally I often forget that it is me who I should give everything first of all, and then to the rest of the world. And this project for me is a reminder that first of all, love yourself, give everything to yourself, and then only then you can share what you have, what you know, what you feel. You can warm the whole world with your energy only later, but first of all, do it for yourself. So this project was created on these emotions, and I remember this evening I was sitting in front of my computer after a long working day because we had deadlines at work, and I wanted to do something for myself. I didn't like none of the concepts which I selected for my next character, and I don't know, I just felt I want to create something what is mine, which is completely mine, not what was drawn before by a concept artist. And I remember that I started a live stream on Discord, and there were about 3 people watching the stream. By the way, if you want to join my Discord community, you can check the link in the description. And I was thinking that there should be 2 girls, and which are in general it's 1 girl, because I'm talking about your inner child and about your grown-up version. And again, I didn't want to spend a lot of time, so I used the base meshes. Yes, I reused the characters which I have already made before. For the elder girl, I took the cyberpunk girl again because I think she's just, I don't know, I think she's looking like me a lot. So very often I take her as the base for my projects which I want to create quickly. And for the small girl, I took the character which I created for, I don't remember the name of the project. It was for the art station contest, and it was Dreaming of Skies. Yeah, I remembered. The project name was Dreaming of Skies. So I took those characters and I started with posing them with Transpose Master, which you all know, and which is one of my favorite tools on that brush. And I posed these two characters. So I wanted that the elder girl was hugging the smaller one, and it's just giving all this love, hug, warmth to the small child. Small inner child. And the first version looked very spooky. It was really looking as if this elder girl wants to frighten, wants to bite that girl, and it was completely not what I wanted from this project. And I was actually so much disappointed because it like the pose was exactly what I wanted, but it looked so differently to what I wanted to show. And I was thinking about even to stop working on this project. If I stopped, then no one would ever seen it. So, but then I had an idea, what if I close the eyes of that elder girl? And I closed her eyes, and immediately this vibe from the project, it changed, and I already understood how exactly she should hug her, how she should bend her head, how that small girl should look at the world. So yeah, I think I did it at my second iteration, on the second day, and the whole vibe changed. When I was refining both of them, I decided to start refining from the smaller one. Because I don't know why, I just decided to start with her. And at the very beginning, I didn't want to add tears on her face, because actually those tears seemed to me more anime, and I didn't want to make it in anime style. It's a little bit different. I wanted to make it even without texturing. It was planned to be the same style as my previous emotional project, which is Inner Peace. But I don't know why I added those tears, and they looked exactly the way I wanted them to look like. Later, I was watching the stream on that brush leaf from, I don't remember the name of the artist. She was creating something in the Arcane style. I'm not fan of Arcane. I'm fan of Arcane, the way Arcane look, but I don't like the whole TV series. I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't know. For me, it's boring. But that's only my opinion. Come on, don't hate me. Just my opinion. But I like this style, the visual style. And I was looking the way she was making her characters. She was texturing, and I was thinking maybe I should try to poly paint my characters in this style. At least let's try. I never did before Arcane style, so maybe I can try to bring something like this to my art. Maybe it's going to be something new. And I decided to poly paint the face of the small girl. And the first try of this poly paint I didn't like. And I spent, I think, about, I was poly painting it in the evening, and in the morning when I looked at it, I saw that it's not exactly what I need. And I was thinking why it was looking differently. I was using same colors, not exactly same colors. I was using same structure, where should be the shadows, where should be the lights, something like this. And then I realized that my character didn't look the way I wanted, because when we are talking about this Arcane style, we have all these transitions between light, between shadows. They are sharp, they are not blurred. And then I decided to add this to my art, and I re-poly painted it with like sharp things, sharp light, sharp shadows, sharp transitions. And it worked out the way I wanted it to work. By the way, I have two time-lapse videos here on my YouTube channel where you can see how I was poly painting the face of the elder girl and how I was detailing the hair. Like, it's like pretty short, but I think pretty understandable. So if you're interested in my process, you can watch them there. The difficulty which I had with this project, I don't think that I had a lot of difficulties with it, but very weirdly I had difficulties with poly painting hair of both girls. And oh my god, I wanted both of them look like me, and I have dark hair, and I wanted to make dark hair for them. Both of them have same hair color because they should demonstrate like one person. It's just inner part of the small girl is like your inner child. It's not like a random small girl. So the way I wanted to show it was with same hair. I couldn't show that with eyes, same eyes, because the elder girl had closed eyes. So I don't know. And when I was painting the hair with the same color, I didn't like it because it was difficult to understand which hair corresponds to which girl. But in the end I ended up with, I think they have difference in hair color, but to tell the truth, mostly it is the same. As I said before, I reused already existing characters, and even the dress of the small girl, I also reused it. I refined it a little bit, I poly painted it, but still it like, you can see the same dress in my another project. I don't feel ashamed at all. I just wanted to create something emotional and pretty quickly. This project is completely and fully sculpted and rendered in that brush. I chose for rendering in this case that brush, not Marmoset, not Arnold, which I also like. No, I don't like Arnold, I like Marmoset. And I like that brush render because I wanted to have this ZBrush look, to have this sculpted, painted look for this project. Absolutely not PBR. And for such situations, that brush is one of the best options. So how I rendered it, I will explain. I will not show, I will explain, because I think all of you know this method. I rendered the flat color. I rendered separately the shadow path, the ambient occlusion path. I rendered separately the light path and the shadow for the light. And I rendered like second light with light shadows like number 2 and the mask, of course. And then I uploaded everything to Photoshop and through different layer mixing. I was mixing the layers and all this, how it looks like overlay, multiply, screen, all these things. I made the final render. And since I didn't detail the back of the character, you can see only three angle of views on this character. And if you're talking about the angle of views, I think I use like the natural angle of view, the top angle of view, and I think I tried the lower angle of view. Last time I looked at this project was, I think, a week ago, so actually I'm not sure which of them I used. And actually I selected all those angle of views for purpose because, as you know, as you can read in the internet or you can ask me, each angle of view has its own impression on the viewer, on the person who is looking. That's why when you're rendering characters, you need to think what kind of impression you want to exaggerate, and according to it, you select whether you want like a high angle, top angle of view, or the lower or the lowest angle of view. Like the if you want your character to have long legs, you're going to use level of view like from the ground. It's like, I think it's lowest angle of view called. If you want your character to look very desperate or you want to make them look funny, then you choose the top angle of view. If you want just neutral, then it's going to be neutral. And I think almost all the not all, a lot of, like the majority of artworks which you can see on ArtStation are rendered from the neutral angle of view, and all the things, well, you can find this information if you Google guides for photographers, because usually photographers knows a lot about how to place the lights, how to use this magic of angles of view. So I think this is it for today. It's like not a long story, but I wanted to talk about art because I know that a lot of you ask me about this. How do you decide to choose a project? How you make a project? What you think about the project? What you feel about the project? And yeah, it's one of my favorite projects. It's not like the most popular on my ArtStation. The most popular on my ArtStation is Cyberpunk Girl, and I think another project, but I personally feel like this is my favorite project according to emotions which I felt, according to the message which I wanted to share with the world with this project. And I really hope that each of us will remember that the love of your life is you yourself, and that you can help the world, you can hug the world, you can share all your warmness with the world only after you show all the things with yourself. I think for us artists it's very important because we are very emotional and we feel the emotions differently comparing to people who don't have this art skills, art gift. So yeah, I hope that this video will also help you, or will inspire you, or will let you understand that you are not alone, that maybe if you experience same things as me, you're not alone. There are also other people who experience same things. So yeah, I think this is it for today. I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel, to like the video, to share this video on a social network. If you want to join our Discord community, you are welcome. You can find the link in the description to this video, and I am going to see you in the next video. Stay here and see you soon. Bye.